Hey everyone, and welcome to Aniki, the podcast about anime with two brothers. I'm Ben.
And I'm One Punch!
Only one punch? I don't think you could pull that off as well as he could.
That's probably fair. I have too much hair.
Too much hair. You still have that ponytail, don't you?
Yeah, at the moment.
It'll never go away.
I'm in Seattle. It's what we do.
That's fair.
That and protest. We're good at both of these things.
What are you protesting today?
I'm not protesting anything today, other than maybe having to record a podcast during the day.
Boo.
Boo.
You can play Pokemon later.
Well, the Pokemon's out. Yeah, I mean,
how is your Pokemans?
they're good. Do you want to see them? You want to see my Pokemans?
I do. I want to see your Pokemans.
Okay, well, you can't really. We don't have any sort of webcam or anything. But I have a wrestling cat. It's a cat that wrestles.
Oh, and what did you name him? Or are you saving all those for Pokemon World Tour?
No, I named him Zangief. Like
Fair.
Zangief, but
Yes.
not. Yeah, okay, oh, well, hold on. You have to know the names of some of my Pokemon now, because I like funny names. So
Well, I can't rate them. That's Jake's job.
Yeah,
not
let's
mine.
see here. I have Lieutenant Tubbs. That's my Snorlax.
Good.
I have Dunkey, the Mudsdale.
Dunkey.
Do you know Dunkey?
Well, I know of a video game reviewer named Dunkey, but I don't know the reference you're going for.
Now, there is a My Brother and Me sketch about, you know, like Air Bud. Imagine that, but a donkey. So it's Dunkey. So I thought it was clever.
Didn't need to hear that.
Yeah, well, I got a bunch more in my boxes.
Good. Have you caught all of them yet? Because you've only been at it for a couple days.
Well, I mean, you only have so much time to play in between, actual work and putting up Christmas trees and getting Thanksgiving dinners ready. And I named an Eevee Stone Thirst. I was pretty proud of that.
Stone Thirst? What's the story behind that one?
Well, like it's thirsty for stones because
it needs stones. I got it.
It needs stones. Yeah. I have a drowsy named Snoots because he's got that sweet snoot.
Yeah.
Got that snoot.
Proboscis.
Let's see here. Do I have any other that are funny? I think I have a lady slowpoke named Derpatina, which is pretty good.
Didn't you tweet out a couple the other day?
Yeah. I have a Cubone named Black Parade because they're emo. You see. When I was
trying to make the connection between that and the lyrics, but I couldn't remember all the lyrics.
No, that's fair. I have a Spinda named Dizzy Bear because I hate Spinda a lot. Oh, that's right. I have a Metapod named Not a Pokemon. I get it. Because it's meta.
Because he's meta, yeah.
Not a pipe, you see? Yeah.
Right.
I thought it was very clever.
Thank you.
I do what I can.
So I was talking to my friend who really, really, really loves Pokemon yesterday.
He likes the secret math of Pokemon, though, right?
He also enjoys the secret math of Pokemon, yes.
Okay.
But he also really enjoys the plot so much. As far as that goes, he enjoys the plot.
Well, this new one actually has a good amount of plot, and it's being handled very well, and it's very nice.
He said
continue.
That before he started playing, he saw a screenshot or something of this Pokemon that looked like a little black ball with purple spikes. He's like,
black ball, purple spikes.
It's a sea cucumber.
Oh, Pyukumuku. Yeah, Pyukumuku is adorable. He shoots a star out of his anus.
he does. But he's like, that's so cute. I must have one. So he finally got the game, and he started going through the game, and he went to the first town, and everyone there has one. Everyone has a sea cucumber.
I don't remember.
According to him, I played it.
Not that I'm aware of.
He's like, this game, it teases me. It taunts me with the sea cucumbers. I still want one.
It's not till like late in Island 2 do you get the opportunity to capture a Pyukumuku.
Yeah, so he really wanted one, and everyone had one, but he couldn't catch one because he couldn't surf and he didn't have a fishing rod yet. So he's like, okay, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to spoil myself a little. I'm going to go look up this guy's stats because I can't wait till I get one. I'm going to build him up.
They're probably terrible. They're
he goes and looks it up, and it's like super defense, super special defense.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It has a speed of 5.
That's pretty low.
An HP of 55.
Well,
he's like, okay, that's not very good. But at least it'll have some cool moves. Why are all these moves special status attacks?
Because it's a sea cucumber.
Oh wait, it's got 2 fighting. Oh wait, these aren't terrible fighting moves. They don't really do anything.
It has counter.
Okay.
Maybe its TMs are good.
Yeah, maybe its TMs are good. Oh, they're all statuses. Well, maybe I can teach it. This thing can't learn any moves from the trainer. Well, okay, fine. Maybe it has egg moves. No, it's only got 3
Nope.
egg moves and they're all statuses.
They're 4 and they're all statuses. I love Pyukumuku. He is now my favorite. Having heard that story of how it can literally do nothing, I love
It's
him.
the worst.
Well, hold on. Doesn't he deal damage when he dies?
I don't know.
Damages the attacker landing the finishing move by the amount equal to its last HP. So if it dies in one hit, it will deal all of its HP in damage to the opposing Pokemon because of its ability innards out, where it throws up its insides because it's a sea cucumber.
Well, there you go. Oh, dear.
I now love it a lot. I love how it can't do anything. That's amazing.
You should have it as your lead Pokemon every single time.
Counter is kind of okay.
Kind of. Not really.
I mean, it's got toxic. It can like poison things and then just live forever.
It could. But I wouldn't have it on my team.
Well, neither would I, but it's a wonderfully bad Pokemon. I love it now. Pyukumuku, terrible. By all accounts, a terrible Pokemon.
So do you have any other anime or nerd-related stuff?
Other than the fact that the new Pokemon anime is supposed to be really good.
Well, I've seen some screenshots of their animation.
Yeah, and that alone makes me want to watch it.
So many faces.
Yeah, it looks real good.
Faces. Oh, I did watch some of Flip Flappers finally.
Oh yeah, how do you feel about it? Too weird for you? Is it too deep for you, bro? Too deep?
Deep is not the adjective I would use. It's weird. It's weird. I only watched that one episode, and the wife watched it with me.
Well, the first episode is very much just an animation showcase, like most episodes ones are these days.
It was okay. I forget how you described it. You said it was Fooly Cooly and Card Captors?
Card Captors? Yeah, it's kind of a mix between the two. At least that's the feel of it. I mean, plot-wise, not really, but I mean, that's sort of the feel.
I got more of the feel of either Fooly Cooly and Nanoha or Fooly Cooly and Abenobashi.
I don't know that second one, but the first one, yeah. No, I can see that one too.
But it's definitely Fooly Cooly inspired. There's no question about that.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
Like that, the girl running along that giant snow thing is straight out of Haruka Harahara's playbook.
Yeah.
Did you happen to watch the Ghost in the Shell trailer?
No, I've still not seen that, and I don't particularly care about it one way or the other.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have enough care in me to care.
I figured you'd have a hot take about it.
Oh, no.
No? Do you want to watch it? It's right here.
I mean, I could probably watch it. Maybe we can save that for next episode where you can get live reactions of me probably just not caring.
Okay.
It's not going to make me as mad as Edge of Tomorrow makes me mad.
Why does that make you mad? I thought you liked that. I know you liked the source material.
I love the source material, but after having read the synopsis for the film, they like completely missed the point, and it's really bad. I've not seen it, nor do I want to after reading synopses of the English adaptation. It's very disappointing because the book is super great. What is it called? All You Need Is Kill. Yeah. Also, my favorite mangaka Obata did the manga version of it, and it's really good too. So,
yeah, he did something else we talked about, and I forget what it was.
He does a lot. I mean,
wasn't Hikaru no Go, was it?
No. Well, I mean, he did do Hikaru no Go. He also did Death Note and others.
That's it.
Those are two of his best known works: Hikaru no Go, Death Note, and All You Need Is Kill. But that's kind of a special manga thing.
Yeah. So punches.
Yeah, and how many are there this week?
1.
You know, we really should have done a punch count for this whole show and just watch it all with a little clicker. Click how many punches.
We would have lost count immediately after the machine gun punch. Or whatever that was.
No, machine gun punch. The
numerous
Genos does
normal
that one.
punches.
Ah, yeah, numerous normal punches.
But otherwise, it's like 1 punch per episode.
Well,
no, the first episode had a couple.
Yeah, it depends on how many bad guys there are.
Although he didn't punch that crab.
He did not. He pulled out its eye stalk.
Yeah.
I realized something today watching, today's episode.
What's that?
He might, Saitama may have accidentally inspired the Hero Association.
Oh, we'll have to get to that when you realize it.
I don't know if you've caught that.
I did not.
Ah, well, we'll get to it when we get to it then.
We will get to it. So we begin this week's episode the ultimate mentor in City A at a giant black obelisk-looking building,
I love this place.
which is apparently the Hero Association headquarters.
The Anti-Disaster Measures Hero Association.
My bad. They even had a seal and everything.
They do.
So we start up in the boardroom at the top of this place. And
Well, is it in the top? We don't know that. That's hard
well,
to...
I assume, because there's a bunch of suits sitting around a table with files and stuff.
That is usually the top floor.
And I really like how the Hero Association is run as a corporation with graphs and suits and forms.
Well, one would assume everybody would be in a suit at the Hero Association, but I think
Just not like that.
Not a business suit.
Because, I mean, you go downstairs and it's insane.
Yeah, it's all bonkers
Except
all the
for
time.
this lady. This lady's suit is...
Yeah,
Maybe not appropriate.
I'm just noticing that. That's strange. It's kind of like... I like her tiny tie, though. Either way, they're discussing why whether or not Moomin Rider doesn't want to move up to rank B. Because he's the top-ranked C hero.
Well, he likes where he's at. It's a good flow for him.
He likes rescuing cats and getting beat up by Hammerhead.
Yeah. I mean, he's very good at watering the ground with blood.
Yeah.
Just, it's his own.
Yeah.
But all these suits are also talking about Genos. And, could he be the next best thing in the Hero Association?
He is very good at heroing. Unfortunately, he is not as good as his own mentor. But we'll not worry about that yet.
Well, his mentor is the best. Well, maybe not the best at essays.
Maybe not the best at heroing, but the best at punching.
Yeah.
I do love how they're all worried. It's like, well, we've got lots of candidates, but quantity and quality are two different things. All these big rainbow charts of like how good the heroes are versus how many there are. Very bureaucratic.
Mm-hmm. So we have our op, and we come back to the exam building and the myriad of people standing outside. It looks a lot like Comic-Con.
You're right. Or
it's actually,
Comic-Cat.
yeah, this whole thing is just Comic-Cat except with high school physicals.
Superheroes. Yeah.
So if you can imagine those two together.
I love some of these outfits. There's like cowboy and just dude and punk person.
Yeah.
I like how they all showed up in outfit for no good reason. And unless they get tested on outfit.
Well, we never see that.
I doubt that. Though that would have been a good test. I would test heroes based on how cool their outfit is.
I would think that would come up like during the essay portion. Like, explain your suit. What's with this?
What is your theme? Now I'm just imagining Ralphie's teacher. Today you will write for me a theme. Why is your outfit the best?
So we cut inside, and everyone is at the whole place is a giant gymnasium that's sort of partitioned up into like little tasks and tests.
It reminds me a lot. There used to be this thing in Future World in Epcot that was just like safety proof your home. It reminds me of that with all these like little rooms like where you would rescue somebody from a fire or some nonsense like that.
Makes sense.
That sort of crap.
Well, we get a cut of a bunch of people doing strength tests with like barbells and speed tests, and turns out our buddy Saitama is
good. Is good.
Hey.
I love all of these gags. This is just a great like super fast cut of these visual gags, and they're all really, really good.
Well, I like the one that it actually starts on, which is pretty subtle. It starts out on these like really built legs and pans up to a really tight Speedo and all these muscles and then we get to Saitama's face.
He is ripped and his head is just it's like an almond somebody drew a smiley face on.
He's like a perfectly polished egghead, and everyone is just looking at him like, what a moron. What a weirdo. He doesn't even have a suit on.
Well, I think a lot of people for this part don't wear their suits, but because we get that sweet naked bod of Genos later. Oh, yeah.
So, as you might predict, Saitama is just amazing at all the things.
Crushing it. His first one is just jump back and forth for 30 seconds straight. And he's just a motion blur.
Yeah, he does that. He has to run real fast, and he like laps everyone. Even though we're pretty sure there isn't a lap. It's just run in a straight line, and he still laps them. We have shot put.
Yeah, where he shoots it out the building because it's like a giant Astrodome building.
And then we have vertical jumping.
I love vertical jump.
where he gets his head stuck in the roof.
And his body is just dangling from the ceiling. Another fantastic visual gag.
And then for some reason we have whack-a-mole.
I love well, it's reflexes, you see.
I guess.
And he is very good at whack-a-mole.
He is very good at whack-a-mole.
I'll have to call shenanigans on Punching Machine.
Mm-hmm.
Because, look.
Yeah,
sure, he knocked it all the way into the next room. But I think we all know that Saitama can probably punch
the sun.
Well, we have seen him, like, punch holes in cliffs.
Yes.
So he must have, that's definitely not a serious punch. It's not even a normal punch.
How much of Dragon Ball Z have you seen?
I mean, I've seen just about all of Dragon Ball Z.
Well, you remember the Cell
life.
Saga when the Saiyans are up there and they have to hit the thing so they qualify for the tournament?
Sure.
And they all just sort of flick it instead of punching it?
Yeah, I mean, that must have been what he did, right? He was just like, well...
That's what I think they did.
He probably said to himself, I don't want to break this, so I'll try not to break it.
Well, also, remember last episode, he pulled a punch and still ended up completely destroying another dude's nads. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that does happen. Oof.
He didn't die.
Yeah, he didn't explode into viscera.
But he did put it through at least one wall.
Yeah, and into the next.
And send several people home just out of fear.
All those buff guys from earlier are now like, okay, look, we're never going to be able to make it. And then we get this the title of the Ultimate Master after seeing him decimate these tests.
Yep. We come back, and Genos and Saitama are hanging out in the locker room after all the tests are over.
And here's where we get sweet... Here, I mean, how many times did we tease, like, oh, shoot. What's his name?
Oreki?
Oreki. Yeah, how many times did we tease nude Oreki? And here we are just getting full frontal of Genos.
He's a robot.
However, he is robot, so...
he's just a man head on a machine body.
Well, you take what you can get.
Yeah.
I do like Saitama's point here, where it's just like, couldn't you have just handed them the specs for your armaments and just be done with it?
Yeah, but he has to go through the motions. It's very important to him that he do everything properly.
Are you sure? Because at the end of this, he just thinks the whole thing's stupid.
He's not actually wrong. It is kind of dumb. Why is there a written test?
It's an excellent question. Maybe to make sure they're not mad psychopaths.
Well, in that case, I would expect like a psych test. But
no, that's true.
Maybe not like a, hey, so what do you plan on doing?
What did you do this summer?
Please.
What do you want? What do you want for
essay.
Christmas?
What's the last book you read? I remember a couple episodes ago, you knew that Saitama was going to be a lower class dude.
Well, yeah. I
but
mean,
could you have guessed why? Or how he ended up that way?
Probably not. I mean, probably just botch it based on attitude. But we're skipping ahead to some good gags, okay?
Well, I asked that question because this is an amazing way of actually pulling that off.
Oh, yeah. No. They pull the bait and switch pretty good with Genos being like, well, the physical tests were stupid easy, and there was this written exam that anybody could pass to get full points on because
Super simple.
Come on. It's like, dude, you're a robot. You got the internet for your brain, dude.
He's a cyborg, so maybe he has human brain for a brain. I don't know how he works. That doctor's pretty crazy with his hair, so who knows?
Yeah.
So Genos pulls his certification out of his folder. They've got manila folders. He pulls it out the top, and he finds out that he has an S-class hero rank.
100 points out of 100 points, S-class.
And you know this because there's a giant black S right in the middle.
Giant black S.
Yep, that's how you know.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah?
Before we get much further, this is the reveal of the hoodie.
It's the best hoodie. It is the best
This is
hoodie.
Saitama's sweet Oppai hoodie, which is the gift that keeps on giving. I would buy one of these if I would not get hurt by my wife.
Did you know you can buy them? You can buy them on Amazon right now.
No, I am aware. The Oppai hoodie is awesome, but
not wife approved.
I should not get one for a myriad of reasons.
Oh,
it is pretty great.
So here, Saitama starts pulling his results out, and he only gets up to the top of his big black letter, and noticing the curve is like, oh, I also got an S.
Yeah.
So we're doing the typical anime assume things when it's totally convenient to just continue pulling the page out. There's no reason to stop.
Yeah.
Other than the gag.
Well, it's Class S. Well, also the fact that it's like, we should not be surprised. You would think he would get Class S because, I mean, he is the best.
Obviously.
He does what with the punches.
But this is a comedy show. So we all know what's going to happen.
We know. Like, come on.
So here we get a flashback to Genos going through his written exam or interview or something. I'm not really sure how this part works, but he's in front of a couple dudes that really are interested in his intense firepower since he, took out an entire house of evolution by himself.
Well,
the building.
Didn't really. He did clear the building.
He took the house. The house of evolution he took out, not the basement.
That is true. Yeah, because these mooks in their suits don't know anything about, what was his name? Savage Carnage or Carnage Kabuto?
Yeah. That was all in the basement, and then he turned into bug guts.
Yeah, he did.
So then we cut back, and Saitama has pulled the rest of the thing out of the envelope, and he turns around dramatically to reveal his face.
C-class.
His C-class face.
With 71 points, where 70 is needed to pass.
So I really like the small gag here of Genos looks at this and he does a full diagnostic scan.
He's like,
with his robot eyes.
Oh, I see. You would have thought that it was the top of an S, but in all actuality, he's like, dude, you don't need to.
No, he's gone full diagnostics.
He's gone full like Speedwagon describing how this could have happened.
And even Saitama's like, dude, don't analyze it.
It's not
it's
necessary.
Right here.
Genos, for his credit, does want to go take it up with the man upstairs.
Well, yeah, he's all about taking it up with everybody. He's like, yeah, I'm cool and all, but my master, my mentor.
Yeah, like we all know, Saitama's the best. He's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. All that matters is that I passed and I'm now a hero.
Yeah. They hear over the intercom that all the newbies have to go get orientated.
Yeah.
To their new life as heroes.
We then cut to a small thing where we talk to someone who's super definitely not evil.
Yes.
The number 1 A rank pop star idol hero.
Yeah. He's a Bishi. He's a Bishi hero.
Kind of. He's drawn like one of the guys from Gakuen Handsome. You know that show, right?
I have not heard of that show.
Oh, Gakuen Handsome. It's a parody show.
Is it?
Let's see here. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, positive.
Because I've been burned on those kinds of things before.
I mean, I've not watched it. I'm not saying it's a good show. Well, hold on. These are the guys from Gakuen Handsome. Here you go.
Oh my. Look at those faces.
Yeah.
It's someone took Akagi and was like, hey, what if he was a Bishi?
Yeah, they've got the yaoi chins and the abnormally large hands, just like the full on.
This is terrible. This is the worst art I have ever seen.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be that garbage. Because I mean, I'm not sure how much you have trolled Otome games, but I have not. That is the art of Otome games by a lot. Man. But yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, so we cut back to the orientation where it's just Genos and Saitama. I guess they're the only ones that passed, or they're at least
possible. Everybody else probably went home.
Yeah, these guys are
after seeing these two guys, they were like, Well,
they're getting a very special lesson from
Snek.
His name is literal Snek.
Sneksuit. He is a Snek. He knows Kung Fu. He is rank A. No, he is Class A, rank 38 or something.
So, did you happen to notice on the board behind him, because he's trying to teach them stuff?
Yeah.
At least a bunch of threat levels are actually written up on that board.
Oh, are they? I did not notice.
So you got dragon, got tiger.
Kami.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, they are. Yeah, I see him. Good old Snek. He tries to be so cool and no one cares.
Yeah, he tries to tell them that this is like super serious business, guys. After all, your faces are going to be plastered on the Hero Association website, and no one cares.
What? And one of you looks cool. The other one,
Yeah, Genos doesn't care. Saitama's chewing gum. He couldn't care less.
Very loudly. And right after he says that your face will be on the website, his bubble pops and he gets bubblegum all over his perfectly smooth head. Snek tries to pull some rank. It's like, I can demote you guys. It's like, no one cares about you, Snek.
I love his moves because he jumps up on the desk.
They're really bad kung fu moves. I like it.
He's trying to both intimidate and inspire them. He's like, check out my moves, guys. Both because this is why you need to listen to me, and also I'm amazing.
Look how good I am. I am the best. I am Snek.
They're secondhand Jackie Chan moves.
Yeah, they're really bad. They're really good, but they're really bad.
And of course, no one cares.
Yeah,
neither of them care.
Look, both of them have blown up multiple buildings and mountains.
Yeah,
and villains.
What's interesting here is Genos is normally like a stickler for. He's a straight man of the group.
Yeah, absolutely.
And even he is not taking this guy seriously.
Well, how can you? He's Snek. He's in a snakeskin suit. He thinks he's hot crap.
Well, plus the gum on Saitama's head is way more important than anything this guy has to say.
Well, it's true. You don't want your master to look foolish.
Yeah. But he does tell them some interesting things, like if you lose points, you're going to get demoted.
Yeah, don't lose points.
I don't remember if they say here, but if you don't have enough points, then you get booted out.
Yeah, no, we learned that is something that was brought up during this that Saitama was not paying attention to.
We then get a thing of Genos and Saitama walking home, and we get sort of a backstory of the Hero Association.
Oh, see, and now this is where we learn that Saitama probably accidentally started the Hero Association.
Oh?
Yeah. Well, because Genos' backstory says that apparently 3 years ago, the association started because a wealthy businessman saw his grandchild who was attacked by a monster and defeated by a random passerby.
Oh.
It was probably his grandson was probably Buttchin and Saitama's eye stalk pole.
Whoa. Now that you mention that, I paused on them looking at this brochure. There's a picture of the founder.
Yeah.
Does
he have a butt chin?
He has the biggest butt chin.
He does have the butt chin. Okay, then confirmed. Myth confirmed.
Good job.
Like I saw that picture, I was like, I don't think there was a giant butt chin on there, but I could be wrong. But no, there's absolutely a giant butt chin.
Oh my goodness.
Good. Yeah. Good job, Saitama. You're the one who created this whole mess.
We solved the mystery. Take that, Oreki.
Oh yeah, see? We're better than them. And this is all because some kid drew nipples on a giant crab beast.
Little did he know.
Never underestimate the power of drawing a nipple on a carapace.
Is that some sort of life lesson we're supposed to take away from this?
I guess so, yeah. That's what Saitama says. At the end, where you can do a One Punch Man says, and it's never underestimate the power of drawing nipples on a carapace.
Oh my goodness.
That delights me more than it should.
So yeah, then we get our... Did we get our eye catch then? Or is it later?
I don't think so. I think there's something else after this.
Oh yeah, we cut back to Snek being sort of debriefed by another ranking dude. And he's like, these guys are just amateurs, and I'll show them, and they'll be dirt napping in no time. And
you sure about that,
they're gonna
bro?
get it.
You sure, brah?
And this suit from upstairs is like, one of them is an S-class guy right off the bat.
Because he blew up a building.
The other one sucks on the essay, but holy balls.
He broke every record of all of their testing by an outrageously insane margin.
And they have this little montage of things we've already seen before, like the hole in the roof, the smash machine, and then this destroyed mole from the whack-a-mole thing. This little eye hanging out. Oh.
Even the whack-a-mole could not withstand the punch of One Punch Man.
Yeah, Snek is not pleased by this news.
No. So he goes out for some rookie crushing. Is that what the euphemism he uses?
I think so.
I wonder if this is a real thing or if this is something Snek has just made up to try and go taunt Saitama.
Well, I mean, it's definitely hazing.
Yeah.
He's come out to do a bit of hazing, but he has the intention of totally demolishing Saitama and showing him who's boss.
That was a bad plan.
This does not end well for Mr. Snek.
No.
He's thinking...
He gets punched.
No step on Snek.
No step on Snek. No, poor Snek.
Have you seen that?
Don't step on Snek.
That's a flag you can own. And
I'm very glad.
And a shirt.
Yes, I'm. Huh. Well, there you go. I assume it is. Yep, that's what I assumed. Do not tread on me, but it is. Don't step on Snek. That's very nice. I'm a big fan of the suit saying that Saitama, there's a god inhibiting his body. Inhabiting, not inhibiting.
He's not
like
wrong.
A god.
He's definitely not wrong.
Oh, Snek just gets punched. Thankfully, Saitama doesn't even use his break the punching machine punch.
Nah,
this is the babbiest of all babby punches.
So then we get our eye catch with Snek doing his
Snek
weird
sweet kung fu.
Snek
yeah.
foo.
Snek.
What a weirdo.
He's not a weirdo. He's a genius.
Of course. That's why he ended up in a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
We come back from our eye catch. Saitama and Genos are out in the middle of a giant valley.
This whole fight is amazing.
This is probably the best fight so far.
Oh,
bar none.
By leaps and bounds.
And the sad thing is it's not actually much of a fight.
No, it's just, it's basically Genos showing off how amazing he is. I do love everything about the show of how it builds up all of these secondary characters and how awesome they are and how powerful. And then you just see them get their butts handed to them over and over again until Saitama decides that he's had enough and punches a fool. It's the whole show.
Yeah, it is basically the whole show, yeah.
I mean, that's a good show, but that's the whole show. It's like, look how cool and awesome these guys are. They're going to have a really good fight. It's going to be really hard fought. They're probably just going to barely win or just barely lose. And then the end.
Yep, the end.
Explode.
So Genos is sort of running down some stuff that they probably got from Snek, but weren't told before. We weren't told before.
Yeah.
So he's talking about how, yeah, you can earn points by doing good deeds, by saving people, doing hero stuff. And if you get enough points, you end up getting hero names and even
fan clubs. But who cares about that? Saitama.
Saitama cares very much about this fan clubs.
That's the only reason he's in this.
Like, so far, this whole hero association thing has been, well, whatever. I'll go through the motions, I guess. But then,
I can get fans.
Fan clubs.
He's just in this for fun. He's just a hero as a hobby.
Yeah.
It's like collecting baseball cards. Punching monsters, baseball cards, same deal.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I like that Saitama's questioned hero name could be Caped Baldy, which is pretty sweet.
I mean, it's not wrong, but he doesn't want to be called that.
I mean, who does?
He's gonna have to think up a good name for himself.
It's One Punch Man.
So the reason they're out here is Genos wants to have a practice fight so he can learn stuff.
He has put on his good arms.
He has very good arms and a tank top, and he is going all out because he's got like the lava lines in his arms and rocket shoulders.
I love the rocket shoulders
and everything.
It's like no real fighting. You just have to go all out because he wants to see how strong Genos wants to see how strong Saitama is, because his whole mental thing here is that even Saitama has no idea why he's so strong. Like, it can't be a strength training. So maybe if I beat him up, I'll see something in his style and I'll know.
Yeah.
And then we get like the best fight ever animated. It's
pretty amazing. It's more just trying to hit Saitama. And Saitama is just like, oh, I dodge.
I like the one time he dodges and he's just very excited. He's like, oh, Genos is very good.
Well, I did notice this. I like one
his
point.
Smile.
Like, this giant fireball goes right past him, and he's like, "Whoa, that was close." And you're like, he might actually have gotten. Oh, it would have burned my clothes off again. I don't like that. I don't like when that happens. Fan. Then I have to get new clothes.
Just all the effects of his guns. Genos' guns are really good.
They're really pretty fantastic.
Especially a super mega incinerate.
Oh yeah. Is that the one with the sticky out bits and he's got to supercharge up?
Yeah, with both arms. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Very great. Very BA. I mean, the contrast could not be starker between like this actually like cool hero that you want to see, which is Genos, being amazing, who's very determined, who's got a sweet look and sweet attacks, versus just this moron in a yellow onesie whom he cannot lay a finger on. even when he does his machine gun punches.
So he does do this incinerate thing where he puts his two arms together and basically directs a nuclear blast forward towards Saitama. Yeah. And he's like, well, I totally got him this time. And then he gets a pat on the shoulder.
Boop.
Like, hello, I got you.
Gotcha, tag.
This does not please Genos at all.
Genos is very upset. He does not think Saitama is taking this seriously enough. And to be fair, he's probably right.
Well, he's not. He's definitely not taking this seriously. And he's like, dude, I thought we agreed to the rules. You can dodge whatever you want, but don't hold back. And you just booped me instead of punching me in the face.
It's like, so you should take this serious and do some serious punches.
Yeah, so, I don't think he really wants that.
Genos, you don't want to see a serious punch.
He does not know.
I may have seen some of the manga at a store, and I saw a serious punch. You don't want a serious punch, Genos.
So Saitama's like, all right,
serious punches are bad.
I'll punch
bad
you.
News.
So he gets up right up in Genos' face, goes around him, and then
instantly just like does the like speed teleporting thing, and you just he winds up a punch, and you just see this splash of the kanji death. It's like, oh nuts.
And I like the shot right after that because
I have Genos done a bad.
Genos turns around and we get this giant fist, like way oversized.
Oh, not just that, but then you get a reflection of the fist in his eye,
He's
which
like,
is another really
no.
good shot. It's
everything
like, what have I done?
Ruined.
What has science done?
But Saitama pulls his punch and gets right up in front of his face and stops.
Kind of pulls it?
Well, he pulls it that he does not destroy Genos.
Yeah.
And Genos is like,
he basically punches right behind his own head. He pulls it and is like, all right, I'm hungry. Let's go have lunch. This fight's over. I've won, but I did not want to murderate you. So he starts goofy walking away.
Yeah, I wrote down here that he is looking very Daffy Duck-like.
He is trucking.
Yeah.
He is trucking in the very literal sense.
So Genos realizes right here, I think, that, yeah, maybe I should not ask for things I don't understand.
Because he turns around and the wall behind him is gone.
Yeah, remember how I said they were in a valley?
Well, now there's another valley connecting it to the next valley.
All the way through. And remember, this was a pulled punch. This didn't connect with anything.
No, it
So
did
that
not.
was just wind power from his punch.
Yeah. Genos, you know not what you ask.
So after that, we cut to the blue-haired guy who's number one in the entire hero organization.
He's A1. It's very important.
No, he is actually ranked number one.
He is rank A, number one. He's first in the A class.
Ah, yes.
Not in the S class. He's not in class S.
But he is like top dog.
Basically.
He's essentially top dog.
They do ask him for everything, permission for everything.
He gets word that Saitama and Genos are out at a udon shop.
A crappy udon place. Where they are going to try the super spicy Mega Monster Udon Challenge, which is a bucket full of udon noodles.
So Genos actually beats him at something, because he can finish his bucket. And Saitama fails with noodles coming out his nose.
Noodles out the nose. Out the wazoo and out the nose.
And in walks blue-haired Bishi dude, which is unfortunately not his real name, nor his hero name. It should be.
Yeah, the Blue Bishi. That's a good it's a good hero name.
I'd go for it.
Blue Beetle, Blue Bishi.
So he walks in, he's like, hey, Genos, can I talk to you outside for a minute? That's when we find out that he is class A, rank 1.
And all the girls in the bar squee at him because he's a my mask.
I like how, okay, so Saitama is actually very worried about this because earlier Snek came out to rookie crush him. And he destroyed him. And they just had this giant fight where he's seen Genos can have basically the sun come out of his hands.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, Genos, you got to be careful. This guy might be a rookie crusher. Keep on your toes.
So here's the deal. Are we going to read this as in Saitama thinks that this guy that Amai Mask could beat Genos? Or are we reading it that's like, dude, take it easy. Try not to make him the surface of the sun?
I don't know. I kind of like the idea that Saitama is worried about Genos.
Is so slightly derpy that he's like,
yeah. It's like, dude,
poor Genos. Be careful.
Watch out for that guy.
Well, I don't think Saitama really quite ever grasps just how much stronger he is than literally everybody. Like, he knows he's good, I'm not quite sure he understands how big that gulf actually is.
I don't think he does. I think that plays to the show's strengths.
Yeah.
Because if he actually did know, he might get cocky.
Or at least more protective of everybody else around him.
Yeah.
To his own detriment.
He comes back in, Genos does, and Saitama's like, wow, must be pretty cool that the top-ranked A-class guy came to welcome you instead of crush you. And Genos is like, well, yeah, he didn't really come to crush me. He came to tell me some stuff. Then some girls approach him, and we find out that Genos already has a fan club.
He's the hottie. Whether or not it's because of Genos being amazing or the fact that he knows of my mask is 6 one, half dozen the other, but both seem fine.
So I did notice something.
Okay.
So Amai Mask is the actual name of this Blue Bishi dude.
Yeah.
He doesn't really seem to have any powers.
No. He's just like a guy.
He is just a dude. And I didn't realize this the first time I watched it, but I did realize now, we were told earlier that how do your points go up? How do you get better ranks?
By performing hero stuff?
And popularity.
Well, both. No, there's 2 separate rankings.
So he'd probably has saved some kittens, but he also is just pretty.
He's a hottie.
So all he has to do is just be a nice dude, basically, and he's top A1 rank hero just because he's pretty looking. Whereas Genos, Genos is pretty looking.
He's good. He's a good looking cyborg.
He's also got a popped collar.
Well, yeah, he does that.
So yeah, they're walking home, and Saitama's like, "Well, it's cool you got a gift basket and everything, but now we're tied. You got to win. I got to win. We both have a 1 win, 1 loss. Because I won the fight and you won the udon."
Well, that's kind of a fight.
By the way, Saitama chooses ice.
Yeah, I like that because that's what I do.
You chew your ice. It's bad for your teeth, you know.
It's fine. Look, it's one of those weird quirks where people forget that we can actually eat and melt rocks.
Sometimes.
As long as it's water rocks. We're good
so,
at that.
At this, Saitama and Genos part. And we get sort of the feeling that Genos was told some stuff by Amai Mask that we aren't privy to. That may put a wedge between our 2 heroes.
That because Amai Mask is like, okay, look, you got to stand up for justice. If you're not beautiful and doing beautiful utsukushi justicing, then what are you even doing?
Hanging out. It's a hobby.
Yeah. No, it's no good. It's no good. Don't love that. And this is also where we get Genos yelling at how dumb this whole hero association thing is. It's like, this is all just a waste of time. It was actually really dumb. The whole exam seemed like it was really bad. Like, what's it for? Is it to just like, I can only imagine that it's to just weed out just the worst of the worst. Because it seems like C-level heroes don't really have to do anything.
Essentially. I mean, you saw the crowd out in front of that, and they do get paid. So
yeah, that's true. They get paid with donations.
So I guess they do need to have some sort of criteria.
Yeah.
Don't be a numbskull, I guess.
I mean, Moomin Ryder does pretty well for himself. He's top rank C, and, well, he saves kittens and gets crushed by Hammerhead.
So they part on the bridge, and Genos is like, I'll be back. Don't worry. I have some stuff to take care of. And the episode ends, and we get our end theme.
Well, we get a nice long shot of the bridge that they're both on, and Saitama going all the way to the right hand, and Genos going all the way to the left. It's a very, very, like, they're never going to see each other again.
Or
like,
at least something has changed. It's going to be a long time. Something has come up.
They're parting ways for a good while.
And then after the end credits, we get our little bonus clip. And Saitama's like, oh, wait, bye, I'll be back. Is this what you meant?
You just meant like later today?
And Genos is like, yeah, I had to go home to get my things. I'm moving in.
He's got this giant backpack. It's huge. It's the size of a small car.
And Saitama's like,
is that okay? Moody.
No,
impossible.
You can't move in.
You are not moving in.
Genos like, well, I have rent money. And he just drops the fattest
stack
of stacks.
Bills. Fat stack of bills.
He's like, oh, did you make sure to bring your toothbrush?
Did you remember your toothbrush? Lovely. Love it.
Yep.
Big fan.
So next episode is The Terrifying City.
Big fan of these nerds.
So what was your best of this episode?
Oh, the fight. Like, seriously, like, come on. That fight was great.
Obviously.
The Genos Saitama fight was amazing.
Yeah, the execution of that fight is great. The animation's great. And even the humor of the fight is great.
Oh, yeah, the humor of the fight was really, really good.
I think my best was, the joke of him being the worst is coming, but the way they pull it off, I think, is pretty great.
Yeah, it's good. It's not bad at all.
Because you realize, well, if they have an entrance exam, he's going to pass it, obviously.
Like, he's going to be a hero, but he's going to be like the worst. But come on.
How could they mitigate the fact that he is the best? Oh, essays.
He failed the essay portion.
What was your worst?
Worst. Everything with a my mask. The guy's as a tool.
Yeah, I have him as just being a giant chump. He is also my worst.
He's a tool. Boo.
I don't like him.
Boo.
Who's your MVP, though?
MVP. Genos?
For doing what?
First off, he's the one who suggested the fight.
Uh-huh.
Second, I mean, he did pass with 100 points out of 100. I mean, come on.
This is true.
That
he is most valuable.
MVP, what does?
My MVP is Snek for having the best
name. No step on Snek. Poor Snek. Poor Snek.
Poor Snek. Right in the ground where he belongs. So yeah, next time, The Terrifying City.
It's not all that terrifying.
Well, I'm sure it is. I mean, they might have things like seaweed monsters, and that is terrifying.
Truly the worst. What is her name? Infinite Seaweed. Oh well. Well, that's next week.
That is next week.
Until then, may all your punches be one.
Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you'd like to get in touch with us to leave comments or suggest future silly topics, you can contact us on Facebook or Twitter at Aniki Podcast. Or if you'd like to know more about the show and hear past episodes, check out our website at aniki.fm. See you next time on Aniki.